What's in your feelings today, my G?
So my feelings, right? So I'm going, you know the phrase...
Say it out, G.
Oh, say it with your chest.
Yes,
say it with
bro.
your chest. You know the phrase, I love you.
I know you do, bro.
I know I do. I know I do too. Is there a right time to say it? And when it's said, do we have to reciprocate that saying as soon as it's said?
That's a tough one, bro.
I know.
When is the right time? I think the right time is when you feel it.
When you feel it.
Right?
But in the world that we live in now, how do you know if you're in love and not in lust?
That's a good question. I mean, that is a very good question. That is
I know.
That is a age-old mystery of, I think, you know, if I break it down into, no, I can't even do that. I was trying to break it down into gender, but I don't even think that's a thing. You know, I think obviously, statistically, evidentially, there's more cases where women say it first.
What you mean to you? Check you out.
No, but I think...
Check you out.
So I think, again, when we talk about just the disposition of people to be more open to exploring their feelings, that is something that's more common within women. To be much more
in touch with what
absolutely. So therefore, you know, there's higher cases of women that just feel open and don't feel like that makes them feel weaker. So therefore, there's many cases that guys might even feel it first, but they wouldn't say it first because they don't want to be seen as soft.
That's not manly. That's not cool.
Exactly. So I think genuinely, when you feel it is the right time to say it, irrespective of who says it first. But then I think because of that, it's created this standoffish situation where a woman feels like he's not going to say it first. So I have to say it. And then it's always somewhat loaded. Because when a woman says it,
you expected to say it back.
I think the expectation is there. You know, I've rarely come across situations where women that say it don't expect it to be reciprocated.
So, because is there a right way? So if someone said, I love you, can you say thanks?
Bro, that's so... I mean, why are you saying thanks, to be fair? Why?
Because...
Thanking her for loving you?
Yeah, because love is a beautiful thing. And it's an honor being what it bestowed on you. So are you wrong in saying thanks if you're not there? Because the reason why I say that is, I believe life is not a movie. In movies, guy meets a girl meets a guy, and magically they fall in love at the exact same time. In real life, that's not how it happens.
Exactly.
People are on different levels at all times.
Absolutely.
A guy meets boy meets girl, boy might be really into girl is still kind of deciding if he likes the boy or not. Boy falls in love, girl now is into girl, so girl is now into boy. Do you know what I mean? So people might be at different, stages in the exact same relationship. So when someone says, I love you, the other person might not be there.
Absolutely.
But it's expected for that person to say, I love you
because
too.
everything is about, you know, validation. I think that's the key word. Validation. And
so is that word being used as a hostage then? As a hostage maneuver? Do you know what I mean? Because
I feel you, but I think because
if you really love someone, right? Because
the thing about,
it's not selfless.
Yeah, it should be, ideally. But then there's a caveat with that. Because it's like you come to someone naked.
Yeah.
And then you say, this is me.
And then you go, so you strip now.
Right, because that's exactly what it is. Because all of a sudden, when the other person is not naked, then you start to feel self-conscious.
They don't strip.
To think, that's ultimately what it should be. But I think it's so difficult because, as you said, those narratives are so prevalent in all the media that we consume that it has to be validated by reciprocation. You know, so they're rarely often people who just say it without the expectation that it's said back to them. You know, and I have been in situations where, you know, that has been said,
fallen in love.
Where that has been said to me first, and that person genuinely did not expect it back from me. And there was something that was liberating about that. And actually that made me interrogate my feelings much more deeper because I felt like, okay, there's no pressure that I need to do this, but actually how do I feel right now? Is that just because I haven't really found the words to put onto this, so therefore I hadn't said it first? Did I actually really feel it? Whereas there have been situations where I felt like, then they asked me, oh, do you not love me? And I'm just like, okay, this is awkward. I think that's the worst thing you can ask someone, right? Yeah, and I'm just like, I'm not sure yet. you know. And there's that element of you trying to
Dun, dun, dun.
identify, you know, the difference between lust and love.
Yeah.
Because there are situations where, you know, you could just be caught in this whirlwind because you see someone, you like them, you enjoy their company, and all of a sudden, you know, and I think that's the difference, because a lot of people don't. I'm in no position to judge what love is to anyone.
Yeah.
You know, because someone feels it 2 days doesn't mean it's ingenuine.
Yeah. Definitely right.
But the point is, you know, a lot of us don't necessarily actually understand love in its purest form. So therefore, we misinterpret what certain emotions are.
Yeah,
because it's the closest feeling to something we cannot put a finger on.
Yeah.
So we just say, well, it must be love. And then sometimes it takes, when you come out of that situation, to think, actually, I didn't love that person.
Because the way it made me behave.
Yeah.
But to be fair, love is supposed to be messy. Love is not clean.
I don't know about that, bro.
Nah. Love, true love.
Describe that. What do you mean? Like, it's not messy?
So,
because that's the reason why women think, well, that's why she gets smacked up by the guy, because love is not, it's clean.
It's
you know, because it's got to have rough times. It's got to knock me out a couple times.
It's got to have rough times, but I don't believe, I'm not talking about smacking, but true love is, in my opinion, true love is messy. True love is very murky. True love is jealousy at its purest form. True love is
I don't agree with that.
Irrational at its purest form. I think to be able to be objective, it's not love. Love can be erratic. Love, I'm not talking about, love can be dark. Love can be dark as much as it can be light. It can be light. It's those polar, in my opinion, it's those polar opposite. And that's why sometimes it could be easily misconstrued as well for a certain kind of other feelings as well. Because love is extreme.
I know what you're saying. I mean, which kind of chimes into what Kanye West said on the first track. You know, I love myself so much, but I love me more than I love you, but I still think about killing me. So therefore,
I'm definitely thinking about killing you.
That's deep love, my brother.
I know. That
is. But I think, you know, obviously there's so many different types of love, you know, but when we talk about relationship love, you know, I think that's something that I think we need to hopefully try and get to a place where it's completely uninformed by how another person feels about us. Yeah. We need to be true to how we feel about situations, that we need to just express that irrespective of whatever the outcomes are, and challenge those situations where people expect us to. So the question you asked, can you say thanks? I would struggle to say thanks, because I think that just feels...
I'm obviously... what I was trying to say is, if someone said I love you, can you say something back other than I love you? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think for me, I've found a way to do that. Because what I do is I
just laugh it off.
Wow.
No.
You just laugh it off, bro.
No, not laugh it off. I say laugh it off. I would make a joke sometimes to sort of like diffuse the...
Well, that's your technique generally with a lot of things.
Yeah, you know what I mean? When it gets emotional, I get a little bit off.
But would you objectively say that could also be quite insensitive if you make a joke about someone that just bared their soul to you?
No, I don't make a joke about them. I might crack a joke or say something funny to sort of like diffuse the situation. No, I'm not making a joke. Oh, haha, you love me, yeah. No.
Could you imagine? I can just imagine you doing that.
No, but man, I would joke about something and to sort of like take the attention off that to somewhere else.
And then later she'd be like, so...
to make me feel comfortable.
I love you.
But then that
still.
goes to show what the kind of person I am, that I would feel uncomfortable in that kind of scenario.
I think it's a very uncomfortable, especially if it's not reciprocal. You don't feel it at that time. What I've done in certain cases is I just have the conversation about where I'm at.
You just like to talk.
I do like to talk, but I think, you know, talking is very essential.
Sometimes you don't need
as opposed to skirting around it, I just say to the person where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
You know, how much I feel about them and how I might be on that journey towards there, but I'm not there yet. And I appreciate the honesty and the bravery that it takes for her to come out with it.
But is it fair for them to require that of you at that point, or for us to require that of them at that point? So if I love someone, I should feel that it's unconditional, right? So I should feel if I tell that person I love them, I do not need for them to go into any explanation as to why they're not here yet.
Absolutely, but I think,
do you know what I mean?
But I think that's probably also more about me because I feel like I need to do that to help them feel like I'm not just going to say, okay, cool, you love me, and not be a douchebag. Yeah. So I think that's probably also a reflection upon how I feel, that I feel like I have to justify to the person if I don't love them yet, that I'm on this is where I'm at. So
I'm on a journey.
Yes. And that's definitely something I identified. That's me.
Yeah.
Cannot necessarily mean that the person expected me to do that. Maybe a part of them might do, or they might not. But I think for me, just the awkwardness of it just forces me to feel like I have to. Not I feel like, but it just probes me to be more open about where I'm at as well, so that there isn't this sort of, I don't know where he is. Is he not trying to tell me because he doesn't want to tell me? So they just know there's no ambiguity that I'm just listening to you saying you love me and I'm not saying anything back about that.
Would it not be beautiful if someone told you I love you and you're not there, you just go, cheers.
I mean, let's wait.
I just keep
till the time in our lives when that's the
somebody
thing.
said I love you, just spotted them and go.
Spot them, you know.
I appreciate that. But you're a beautiful person too.
I mean, that's. Let me know how that goes eventually when you do that.
No, but that always gets me thinking. As in, sometimes we also play these games where we kind of emotionally put someone in a hostage situation. Because of the way we feel.
Let me ask you a question real quick. Have you ever been in love before?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
And did you know that instantly?
Oh no. I've not it was a growing process.
Yeah. And how long did it take for you to say it to him?
Well, you know, what can I say? The hot ones were the hot ones, right?
But how long did it take you to tell the person?
I think it was a while. Because for me, as I can be emotionally a bit distant, right? So I think it took me a while. Went through all the questioning. Is this the real thing? Is it not the real thing? Oh shit, it's the real thing. Now I better fight this shit off. You know, went through the whole mirage of, what do you call it? Acceptance and grievance, and I went through all of that, and then when I accepted, I was like, okay, it is on, and then and I said it. When I said it, I had no intention of them saying it back to me.
Right.
I said, if they felt it, they felt it. If they didn't, they didn't.
Because to me, that's the truest form of love, when you get to the point where it gives you liberation, irrespective of what comes.
I don't know about liberation. I'm not gonna be a big man and go, I was liberated. Nah, it was still daunting. I still find that kind of emotion I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
But if you feel it, you feel it. The hot ones, I always say the hot ones were the hot ones.
Right.
When the hot wants it, you are almost a prisoner to that.
But can you separate what the heart wants from what the mind wants? Because then I think that's the thing. Because sometimes we think what our mind wants is what our heart wants.
It's always, and for me, my mind kicks in, and I try to rush. And that's where the fear comes in, because I go, "Oh, is this the right thing for me? Am I being vulnerable?
Right.
Am I?"
Because that's where the confliction comes.
Because
the bit where the mind and the heart comes in.
Yeah.
And often, most of us are not cognitively trained enough to discern which one is which.
Yeah.
You know, so I guess what we're saying is love without expecting it to come back your way.
I couldn't have said any better.
Right.
Love with no expectation.
You couldn't have if you tried.
I actually kind of did, right? Love with no expectation of people. And I think the world would be a better place, because you cannot really love someone and then hold them hostage, can you?
No.
Well, I suppose you can.
Yeah.
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 Saying in front of you right now.